Coaches! All right, so today, first, I want to say welcome back to my subscribers. Welcome back to all my new viewers. We are going to jump right into something that I've been meaning to come back and talk about. And I know in some of my previous videos, I said I want to start coming back and giving reviews after I have actually worn the items, used them in different settings, so I can give you a true review. I just think a lot of times in my reviews, I'm giving it like really prematurely, so I have to like reverse it and come back like Missy and be like, you know what, scratch that. This is how I truly feel. So this here today, we're going to be talking about the beautiful, the gorgeous Crosby Backpack and Merlot. Just grab your wine. I might do the same thing and just sit back and look at this beautiful piece. This is the Crosby Backpack and Merlot, a size 28. And I would say if you like functional luxury, you love deep, rich colors like I do, especially for the fall, you're going to want to stick around and hear what I have to say about this beautiful backpack. Now, typically, I'll start it off. I am not typically a backpack person. I'm going to show in a little bit another backpack that I do wear sometimes, but not as often. It's not something I typically like just go towards and wear. I typically only wear a backpack for work. I'm not one that wear backpacks out. Like even a smaller backpack that is meant for a purse, I typically don't gravitate to them. I'll just be honest with you. So when this came out, I'm like, it's very beautiful, but I think it was more like the color. So if you all know, the Empire also came in this Merlot, and I'm sure all of you have seen this by now, but the burnishing around the edges is what really sold me. I don't even think it was the Merlot color. I think it was just the burnishing. So I'll tell you, or I've said in many videos, some of the bags I don't like. I just like the color. And I always feel like, oh, what can I get in this aquamarine that I don't really need another bag, but I love the color. And as you know, Coach don't really do the same colors that often. They change it up just a little bit. And I'm talking about Oxblood. Let's just talk about Oxblood. So this name tag, isn't as cute? My coworker Nathan did this for me. Thank you so much. He even came up with the idea to do it in brown and gold foil. So I love the hang tag. Another key, and I know I'm jumping all over the place, but when you're in Coach, they do offer free monogramming on the tag that comes with your bag. Keep in mind that if you monogram the tag that comes with your bag, it is final sale. That is it. And I also tell people, not only is it final sale with Coach, even if you want to resell the bag, there are a lot of people that want that hang tag. The hang tag is like the buckle to a belt. So usually you're not going to sell a belt without the buckle. So just think about that when you're monogramming the original name tag that come on the bag. One, I have a lot of people that come in and want to repurchase the hang tag in the same color as their bag. A lot of times you're not going to find that. You're going to find a hang tag in a totally different color. So again, that's why people want to buy the hang tag, not monogram. They want to buy the hang tag with no monogramming or stamping on it. I don't want to walk around with a name that's not my name on my bag, and I can't go and find this color anymore. But as you can see, the Oxblood, which is an old color from Coach, is the color of this hang tag. I think it still blends in perfectly. This is Merlot. So there's not a huge difference, but there is a difference. So if you're an Oxblood fan, which I hear so many people talk about, Coach just need to bring Oxblood back. So, okay, what were we talking about? So we were talking about how this beautiful Merlot color, I knew I wanted it. At first I thought I wanted in the Empire bag, but then I seen another color that the Empire bag is coming in. So I don't need multiple Empires, right? And then I'm like, okay, if I get this bag now in the Merlot, which is the Empire, would I really get the bag in the color that's coming up soon that I really, really like? And so I'm like, no, Denisha, you know you want the Empire, and you know you want the Empire in the new color that's coming out, or color combination that's coming out. Just find something else in Merlot. So with burnishing, because we have other Merlot, but not with burnishing. The only other Merlot option I had with burnishing to get to choose from was this Crosby Backpack. So I'm like, let's just try it. I mean, worst case scenario, I take it home, I think about it, and I can bring it back. Well, it's been a month, and I just want to talk to you all about the bag. And I'm just going to go over some basics about the bag. First, let me show you the, I didn't get unboxing, but I do want to show you how much packaging came on this bag. One moment. All right, and just turn the bag around. Of course, we have our 2 adjustable straps. Now, and I'm only 5'3", and I have mine's on, looks like maybe the 3rd hole, and it fits fine. I typically only wear 1 strap. I don't know if I'm trying to be cool. I don't know where that came from. I just feel like when I have both straps on, I feel like, I don't know. I just don't like both straps on. However, it is more comfortable with both straps on. It's meant to be worn with both straps to be, I guess, ergonomically correct. But anyways, I wear it with 1 strap, and on that 3rd one is fine. But as you can see, there's multiple holes. If that still isn't enough for you, we can add additional holes in here, which I've done with some of our backpacks. Or you can take it to like a shoe cobbler or whatever. So they give you enough holes to adjust it. But yeah, the 2 straps, there's very minimum hardware. The only hardware you're going to see are going to be the strap adjusters. It does have the Coach name logo on that, so you see that. You also have this little hardware here, which is just in brass as well. You have your top handle, and I do have like this cute little Coach scarf that I got from the outlet, and I just braided this on my handle. So if you don't want to wear it on your back, you can also just wear it with the top handle, and then turning the bag back around. Again, no hardware. There's just this logo stamped on here, which is also in gold. And we see this a lot. This is something else that people are trying to get used to. We've seen it with I think the Burrow bowling bag. A lot of people were still talking about they're still trying to get used to just this stamp. There are a lot of designers that have used this as their logo or just the stamp, i.e. Ferragamo, and there are a few others. So Coach isn't the first one to do the stamp. I like the stamp. I like that it's very minimum. I love it. I don't have to have the big C all the time. I don't have to have the horse and carriage or the metal logo that the outlet use. I'm learning to love the stamp. At first, I was one of the ones that was just taking a little time to get used to just the stamp logo. Anywho, also here you have the magnetic closure for the flap and then the drawstring. I love this little detail where the drawstring goes in here so it can just fit perfectly fine. It's not, hanging all over the place, or it's not inside the bag and you're looking for it when you're trying to open it. You can just, put it back in this little slot. I love that where the magnetic closure is at. And then you just open it. And as I told you earlier, it is stamped here with the natural full grain leather stamp, but very minimum hardware. And that's why I think I added this chain. I love this new chain just to give it just a little bit razzle dazzle, I guess we can say. But you don't have to have this. This is just something that I added. So this chain does not come with the bag. It is just something I added just to give it a little spin. Inside, you would also see that it is not lined. There's no lining. It is just the full leather. I absolutely love that. All right, so before we talk about the packaging, I always forget to talk about pricing. And a lot of you come for me, be like, how much is it? And I do apologize. So I do want to tell you that, like I said, buy an extra hang tag. This size here is the largest size. These are $12. Again, there's no charge for the monogramming. They also have cute emojis that you can put on it, and there's no charge. This size here, which wouldn't be this one because this is the one that came with the bag, but we do have smaller sizes, and these are $8. The monogramming is free, so 12 and 8. But again, I want to show y'all this. I didn't do an unboxing for a reason. The reason I did not do an unboxing is, girl, who gonna record all this? Do y'all know how long it took me to take all of this packaging? Now, this was just stuffing. But when I tell you that every single loop around here and just It was just so much packaging, and I thank Coach for this. And also keep in mind, when we have to, oops, excuse me, when we have to gift box your stuff, we are supposed to take the packaging off. So if it's taking a long time, if you get one of these bags and you're asked for gift wrapping and you're like, oh my God, what is taking them so long? Just remember, Miss Denisha told you, or Miss Denisha showed you how much wrapping and packaging they had to take off of that bag. It's crazy. It's crazy, but a good crazy. Anyways, let's go back into the bag. So we're going to just talk about the exterior parts of the bag. You do have these two front closures, which I absolutely love. Also keep in mind, this leather have no lining. It is just raw leather. I love it. I don't want the lining if I can choose. I know a lot of people are kind of worried about the uphold of this, being that it don't have lining, the shedding and so forth. I personally just love vintage. And you probably wouldn't look at me and think that, but I love vintage. I love give me the true raw leather. I don't need any finishing, which this has finishing because you can tell by the gloss of it. And some of it's just naturally sweating. In most of our bags, you're going to see what type of grain or what type of leather. This one here is a natural full grain leather with no lining. So this is what you're seeing. You would have to moisturize this. We do sell the cleaner and the moisturizer in the store. This is just like, I hate to say it, but this is just like your feet. So the top part of your feet is going to be smooth, and then the bottom of your feet, baby, we're going to have to get pedicures because it's going to be rough. The same with this leather. But I just love the flexibility of it because it doesn't have that line, and it's just a gorgeous bag. And I'll tell you how I know what stamp that this is a gorgeous bag. I had this out on the island today, right where it's at now. And my boyfriend walked past it. He was like, oh, you got a new bag. This is a beautiful backpack. Y'all, he has never complimented any of my bags. And it kind of just caught me off guard. I'm like, I had this bag for over a month. And maybe he just didn't notice it. Maybe just it's sitting out today. He noticed it. But this is the first time he complimented a bag. Now, he complimented me all the time, every day. But my bags, he just really doesn't compliment it. And let me tell you, he is really into nice things, luxury things, so he know good when he see good. So anyways, the bag is just a showstopper, not only with him. When I wear it out, even when I wear it to work, people are like, oh, I should have got that bag when we had it. It's a gorgeous bag. But back to the exterior. So you have these two front pockets here, and it has this magnetic closure, which I absolutely love. They are very deep in here. And I'm not going to do a what's in my bag because somebody did come for me in the last video and they were like, Denisha, we just want to see the bag review. We don't want to see what's in the bag. But keep in mind, if the title is what's in my bag, I'm not going to go into full details about the bag or show mod shots. It's just going to be really what can fit in the bag. But I still think that this is a part of the review. Most people want to see what can I put in the bag. So up here, I don't have it fully packed the way I would, but as you can see, this is a Touchland sanitizer just to give you an idea of how large the front pocket is. And this side, I actually have my essential wallet. Now, I am carrying this bag for both purposes. I'm carrying it for travel. We'll talk about that in a moment. I'm also traveling it as personal. Using it as a personal. So I want you to see that the essential card holder will also fit in here very easily. No issues. It is deep. It is wide enough. It's deep. It's wide enough. There's no indentions in it. You can reach for it really quickly. So anything you're trying to get to very easily will fit in these two pockets. So inside, it's just a full open compartment. I love it. Can easily fit a 13-inch and a 16-inch laptop. There's no dividers. You will find also this slip pocket here with the snap closure. Of course, the story patch, which stamps that it is Coach, and where you can just keep up with when this bag was actually made. So the story patch is embossed in here. Also on this side is where I like to clip my work badge and my keys when I'm using this as a personal. I like to just clip my keys here so it's very easy to get to. So that's what I use my D-ring for inside of the bag. You can also use it maybe to add a clutch. We do now, not clutch, a pouch. We do have some new pouches now that we are selling. So you can actually just hook your pouch here so you can take it out. Also get to your necessities, but it is very just an open compartment. I just love that open space in it. I do want to just show like my iPad. I'm not going to do what's in my bag, but I just want to show you what fits. So my iPad Air, I think that is a 13 inch if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's definitely a 13 inch. Fits fine. I'm able to pull my drawstrings. Now, when I do that, it don't close completely on the side, which is fine with me because I'm still able to do my flap closure on it, so that is okay with me. But I do want to show you that it fits perfectly and I'm able to close. I can probably squeeze this a little more if I push it down and then adjust it. Let's just see. Yeah, it fits fine. I knew it fit fine, but I just want to show you. So my iPad Air fits fine. Also have, not iPad, I'm sorry. I'm saying iPad because I do want to show you my iPad too. So again, we do have my MacBook Air in there, and this is my iPad. This is the largest iPad, and it also will fit, and I think it's like 11.5 inches. So even with my iPad and my MacBook Air in here, I still have plenty of room. So typically what I do is just carry like a pouch in here with my key card and some pens, and it works fine. And just to show you, I've had this set for so long. I actually got it from Marshall's. This little pen pouch was only $20. So I would typically put my pens in here. If I'm using it for a personal, then you can also put like your lipstick, lip gloss, or just your personal items in here too, like your feminine products. So again, don't think that you have to use this for a pen. But if I'm using this for a work pouch, then I have another one which is green, but I just think this color combination goes well. And I know you've seen earlier, I did have or do have the Twilly, which is in the same print, this outlet print, and also this notebook. So I just want to show you that the notebook, my iPad. Now I would never carry my iPad and my MacBook at the same time. It's either going to be one or the other. Also, keep in mind, you're going to be feeling all this weight on your back, so you don't want to overstuff it. But I just want to show you the room in it. So I have a notebook, I have my pencil pouch, a MacBook, and an iPad, and I'm able to close it with no issues. So that is if I'm wearing it as a work tote, which I can use it. Another functionality of this bag, because it is just so gorgeous, I really wear this bag as a personal bag now. I did not think I would because, as I told you in the beginning of the video, I'm not one to wear a backpack, mainly because it just looks too casual for me. I do dress down, of course, but if I'm at work or even if I'm traveling, I'm trying to get better with when I'm traveling to look like something because you never know who you're going to see. But I do wear this as a personal, but this is still a size bag that I don't think I will run into Target with. I haven't got to that point yet. So typically what I do, I will carry, and this is another bag. I told you we have many bags in Merlot, just out the burnish. So when we came out with this tabby in Merlot, I got it, and it's a size 20. I'm realizing 20 is good, but it's not perfect for me. There's only so much you can fit in a size 20. However, what I typically do is just put this bag inside of my Crosby bag. So if I'm leaving work, as you can see, I still had all that room. I can still keep my laptop. I don't have to carry my laptop to work. My laptop is already stationed at work, so I don't have to carry it. But if I'm wearing this to work, I always also have my tabby 20 in here, and it fit like it's no problem to fit a size 20 in here. It's like, well, it'll still leave you so much room even with the size 20 bag in here. But why I do that is because when I do run, if I'm not coming straight home, because when I come straight home, it's over. The day is done, shut down. But if I'm not coming straight home, I still have my tabby in the bag. So if I'm running out to Target, TJ Maxx, or whatever, I can still just bring my tabby out Also, if I'm at work and I just need to run down to get me something to eat, or if I want to run to the restroom, I can just put, my little necessities in my tabby bag. And I did also find this little ribbit bag at TJ Maxx, y'all. Either TJ Maxx or Marshalls. They're starting to show up. But I just, keep this in here. So if I'm running to the break room and I want to grab something, I don't have to carry my big backpack with me. I always have my tabby inside of my Crosby backpack, so I can just wear that, to go. So I would say that's what I like the very most about this bag, is that it's just it's so versatile. It's like chic enough for you to wear it for work, but it's also casual enough for the weekends. So I also just love that element about the bag. It can be worn in so many ways. Now, I did try to use this as a travel bag. So maybe 2 weeks ago now, I was traveling, and my idea was to use this as somewhat of a carry-on bag, I would say, or maybe my personal, but I wanted to use it as a carry-on. It is too small. This 28 is not going to work for me for a carry-on, because if I typically do a carry-on, it is all that I'm using. I'm not going to be using I'm not going to be checking in a bag. So this is not going to work. So I have videos, if you want to scroll back to some of my other videos, where I show how I can pack for 2 weeks and just a carry-on. This is not going to do for me what I thought it was going to do for me. And that's a con. And it's not even a con on Coach side, it's a con on my side, thinking that I would be able to use this small bag as a carry-on even for weekend travel. It's not, well, for maybe a car, maybe if you're in your car, you just need to put some undergarments and maybe an outfit or two. This is perfect. If it's summertime, wintertime, you need sweaters, pants. This size is not going to do. The larger size, I can see me using that as a carry-on to pack all my necessities. Now, if you're traveling like internationally, and sometimes our bags just get lost. It might be a day or two. If you want to put like your toiletries in here and maybe some tights and a t-shirt, just so you can have something to refreshen up until your bag arrives, this bag would work for that. So on my last travel, I used this bag. It's just a personal bag. Like I said, I put my little tabby in here. I was also able to put some snacks in here. I didn't have any clothing in here, but I just put just a few things. Now, what I can say, and I'll try to post a video, she did save me $200, because my check-in bag, which I never check in a bag anymore, but I was in a wedding, so I had a lot of things, so I had to check in a bag. And also, I like to do my own makeup. However, I allow the makeup artist to do my makeup, but that's another story. But I had so much makeup because I'm in a wedding. You're not going to catch me in the pictures looking crazy. So I did have a lot of makeup in a makeup cosmetic case. Well, that cosmetic case was going to cost me an additional $100, because it was like 5.6 pounds overweight, my chicken bag. I happily took that little makeup bag out, and I knew it was going to be oversized. I put that makeup bag right at the top so I can just pull it out real quick out of my check-in bag, and let's just see, how it runs. And y'all, no lie, I took that makeup bag out and it put me under the weight. So also, though, when you're going on the plane, on the flight, they only allow you one personal and one carry-on. So I could not carry the makeup bag in my hand because I already had two bags. So I just opened my little Crosby up, stuck my little makeup bag in. Did it fit all the way? Absolutely not. But did it pass the, whatever you want to call it, for just two bags for the plane? It did. So I like to take the time out to thank my baby Crosby for saving mama $200, because it would have been $100 there and then $100 back. So she did her job. But I do want the larger size now, so I can truly use her as a carry-on. So I did want to show you two bags that I was talking about earlier. I'm not a backpack person. However, I do have one backpack that I love, which is the Cowpack bag, and I love it for work. It's also meant, or they're also supposed to be built for travel, hence the I don't know what you call this, but the slot where you can actually add this to your luggage. But it's just so structured. It's so structured. It is only truly a laptop bag, in my opinion. I'm not able to put a whole lot because it's just narrow. Also, the mini one is also made for travel, but this will be more like just for personal, just maybe a few toiletries in it, your wallet, passport, or whatever. So I love these backpacks. These are the only other backpacks I have in my collection. I love how they are structured, but they're just a little too structured to be as versatile as my Crosby backpack. Again, I can use my Crosby for personal, I can use it for work, travel. The only thing is my Crosby don't come with a slot on the back where I can fit it perfectly on my like my carry-on bag where I can use this as a personal. It don't come with that option. So yeah, so these are the only backpacks I actually have in my collection, and right now Crosby is definitely winning the challenge. So with that being said, let's just talk about some of the cons. The cons is I am not able to use this size for travel as I thought I could. The larger size, yes, but this size is just not going to do. So for me, it's a downside or a con because I really thought I would be able to get multiple uses out of this bag as a personal, as work, and as a travel, and I'm not. I'm not able to really use this for travel unless I'm just using this as a personal, which is fine with me. Also, when the bag is fully filled, and maybe I'll come back and show a what's in my bag or pack the bag so you can actually see this. But when the bag is fully filled, for some reason, this flap, and as you can see here, like I'm just pretending the bag was filled. The flap is short, so it's not going to close. I've talked to other people with the bag. That is not an issue for them. I just like to look put together. I like to look in order, in uniform, and I want the flap to close. So that is one of the downfalls or the cons. To fix that is just don't stuff the bag. Another con for me is that it only comes with that one D-ring on the outside. It does have the one on the inside, but not on the outside. So we know we're in a trendy area where we are where we are adding charms and stuff to our bags. So I am thankful for this, but like this strap here, there's no other D-ring for me to hook it to. So what I'm having to do is hook it on this strap. And I don't know if you can see, it is wearing off because of this rubbing against the leather. And the fix to that is just don't wear the strap, and that's fine. Also, I'm okay with wear and tear in my bag. I like when my bag look a little used and abused, if that makes sense. So I'm okay with it starting to wear. I don't know if I want it to wear this soon. So will I be able to continue to wear this strap on here and it, mess up my closure strap? I can, if I don't mind that being worn out looking, or I can just remove the strap. So that's one other con. But overall, I really, really, really enjoy this bag. It is just, it's made every journey, every commute, every errand I had to run just make me feel like I was in first class. Although my seat was 28A, I still felt like class with this bag. I still feel like class when I wear it. It's just a certain amount of elegance that I don't know if it's the Merlot that's giving me that feel or just the bag in itself, the structure of this bag. So tell me how you feel about the bag. And you know what? One other con I failed to mention is that this Merlot with the burnishing, I need it also in the larger size, Coach. Can we please add this Merlot with burnishing to some of the other bags? We love it. So another con is that I can only get this Merlot with burnishing in this size. So if I do go to the larger size, I either have to settle for the black or the brown, which is also beautiful, black or maple. But I would love to have this bag color and also the larger size. So yeah, so y'all tell me, how do you love the Crosby? Is it something that you would want to put on your Christmas list? How do you feel about the Merlot with the burnishing? Leave a comment down below. As you know, I love, love, love reading you all comments. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you all. Bye.